Top five big men in the NBA today right now. The bigs are a lot different, obviously, than they used to be. Again, Shaq being the last to win MVP back in 2000, so it's been a minute. But we're seeing an evolution in that position. So give us your top five, starting from five, of the top five big men in the league today.
Number 5.
Well, I love this. Going at number 5, I'm going with Clint Capella, a guy that's out there giving you 15 points and 14 rebounds a night, anchoring the defense for the Atlanta Hawks. At number 4, I'm going with Rudy Gobert, okay? Rudy Gobert, the Defensive Player of the Year, anchoring the defense, doing his thing. You know, the big Frenchman, man, he's handling this business. At number 3, I'm going with Anthony Davis, okay? AD, a generational talent. I know he's been hurt, but when healthy, he has proven to everybody that he could dominate. I know they have Sabonis. He was on my honorable mention. I took him off. And at number 2, I'm going with Joel Embiid, the big Philly. He is a problem, a 275-pound version of Akeem Olajuwon. You can't stop him. Great footwork, great touch. He got mid-range. He got post work, quick spins. He's sneaky athletic, okay, because he can windmill. He's sneaky athletic, take you off the dribble. He does it all. And last but not least, I got the MVP. I'm going with Jokic, the modern-day Larry Bird in the 7-foot body, okay? This guy slows the pace down. I don't get it. Can't hop over a deck of cards. I don't understand how he gets it done, but he gets it done. I'm going with Jokic. That's Big Perk, top 5 big man in the NBA.
I love it. So Jokic plays, he makes you play his speed. You know, they talk about players who have to get speed up there. He makes you play his speed, and that's what makes him so compelling.
Hey, Perk, so the other day when Jokic kept giving him floaters, runners, I'm like, dude, you're 7-footers serving up a runner floater. Where's DeAndre Ayton in your honorable mention list? Because I feel like he's having a hell of a playoffs. Y'all got to put some respect on the Bohemian.
Yeah, no, he's right there. He's top 10. He's top 10, but, you know, he still got a lot to prove. You know, we only seen it for a small sample size. Well, I feel like these top 5 bigs that's in my list, they've been doing it for over the whole season, the entire season, and more. So, look, DeAndre Ayton is right there. He's coming right there in the conversation. I believe he'll be an all-star next year, the way that he's developing.
Let me ask you this, though, Perk. So, you got AD at a 5, but you know he really want to be the 4 and everything else that does not have a 5 on it. Giannis is not in there. So, to me, you would put Giannis and AD, at least I would, in the same category because neither one really want to be a 5. So, but you don't have Giannis in there at all.
Yep. Yeah, because it said, look, Key, it said top 5 big men. It didn't say top 5 centers. AD is still a big man, but AD, look, Giannis, they have him running more of the point forward, all right, because he brings the ball up a lot. The ball is more in his hands. AD, the ball is not in his hands as much, although he can show you that he have that skill set and push the pill at times and get down the floor because he's so talented and gifted. A lot of times he's involved in what? Pick and rolls where he's the screen setter, rolling to the basket, being a lob threat, pick and pops. Or if you want to give it to him on the low block, he give you that work where he can face you up, jab, step backs, crossovers. He got the complete package. So when I put him in that big man conversation and not Giannis, it's because Giannis is like a dual forward, and Anthony Davis is really a power forward that just has the skill set to bring the ball up at times and create for others.
Yeah, and he likes to be out on the perimeter. It's almost like LeBron had to keep reminding him to get into the paint before he had that injury. Let me ask you about Rudy Gobert.
Perk's laugh.
It's Rudy Gobert. Now, we were talking nicknames earlier in the show. Stifle Tower is one of my favorite nicknames.
Great one.
It's such a great nickname for him. But won his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year award. And when you think about him and what he is on a Jazz team that they've been number 1 all year. We don't spend a lot of time talking about them, however, but they just keep on winning. They're doing their thing in the playoffs, now up 2-0 on the Clippers. When you look at Gobert and his impact on what the Jazz can and can't do, but can do on defense against teams, would you look at the Jazz as the team that if you had to put your money on it could beat the Nets in a series, in a 7-game series? Would the Jazz be that first team you would put your money on?
I would. And for the simple fact that we all know what they could do offensively. Donovan Mitchell is a superstar. But defensively, what Rudy Gobert brings to the table, okay, the way that he anchors that defense, he allows the guys up front to press up on the ball. And he's so great at being 7'4". He know how to use his length. He knows how to use his verticality. He's a great shot blocker. And he's, you know what? He's real mobile for his size. Like, he covers areas because of his wingspan. He's able to cover up ground and space. So when I was watching him last night, I mean, he's sitting in the paint, and I'm looking at Kawhi Leonard and Reggie Jackson and Paul George dribble out there on the perimeter, and they're hesitant to go in the paint because they know he's just somewhere around. And that's the luxury of having him. Now you have Bogdanovich, O'Neal, Ingles, Donovan Mitchell, able to press up on these guys and get into these guys without having doubt, that knowing that they have a guy that's on that back line that's going to send that ball up in the stands if they come in the paint.